This is Gagas Media.
So welcome people. Today we are going to be doing an introduction to Photoshop, and since it's going to be a long video, I'm just going to be putting on part 1 and part 2. So you're going to be learning literally how to use the tools in Photoshop. So here we go. So first, to create a new outline, you click on File and then New. You can use default photo, you can use US paper. Here we have different type of it. You can go to international paper. Here you have the A4, A6, A3 and the rest. You can also click on, we are using the default photo size, and then here you can check on different colors, color mode you want to use in designing. So as you can see, CMYK 8-bit and the background is white. So you click on OK. So this is the pick tool, and it is used to drag image all around your screen or your tools or whatsoever. It's used to move every of it around. Let me make an example here. So you see, I can move this one around. I've removed it from the layer being locked, so I can move it around. That's the function. This is a selection tool, and then I can use it to select some part of the screen I want, and then I can drag around. I can use the pick to drag around from inside of it now. So they have the square, and then I can have this layer via cut. I have a new layer now that I can move about. So let me close the old layer. So this is it. If I close this layer, so that's the part I cut off. So you can actually cut it off using that particular tool. So let's go back. And then now there is ellipse tool. Not just rectangle, there's also ellipse, mark you. So this one is to add new selection. This one is to add to the selection. Then I want to add to this particular selection. I just draw it down, put it down like that. And then this to subtract. Then I'm subtracting from my already made selection. So that's what the tool is for. So now this is going to be the lasso tool. Lasso tool is also to draw lines around for selection, to select lines. This one works more like a pen tool, just to make selections. The polygon is one that you can draw. Remember, to make new selection, you can draw around. So you see it. So there are differences between those two. And then we can have the magnetic lasso tool. This one follow outlines by itself. It has this content aware feature that it just follow the content. If I have an image here now, so that follow the image all round about. So this is our brush, our quick selection tool. Then you can use to make selections too. So you can see that the first 3 tools are all about selection. Now you can increase the size. I can make it very big, and then come here to have selected all of the page. Now this is a quick one too. It's for selection too of different parts of the image. So basically they are all selecting tools, but then they have their own, the way they work. So let me deselect. Alright, so this is a crop tool. This normal crop you can use to crop your image. That's basically what this crop tool is for. And then we have the perspective crop tool there. You can put it on 5x7, 7x5. If you're doing photography, you just put it there and then it will draw it for you. And this perspective, it draws like a 3D. So you can actually move a particular side inside, you see. So you can actually cut image like that, and then it looks like a 3D image. So next is going to be a slice tool. All of the tool we have around here is actually to cut. Then this is to make slice. All of these tools, if you understand as a graphic designer, you understand that some of the tools are important to you, so you have to pay close attention to those particular tools. Not all of the tools are important to you. I'm not saying that some tools are not necessary, but then probably as the more you work with this particular interface, and then you get matured in it, but then you should focus on some particular tools. Like this particular slice tool now, I don't think you'll be needing it for now. So eyedropper tool is to add color to whatever you're doing. So you see, so you'll be selecting the color of, so it means whatever, even in my screen, my home page or whatsoever, I can add whatever color I want. So it means once I select my eyedropper tool, wherever I click would be the foreground color. Let me make it the background color red. See it now. So wherever I go to click, it will be showing me red. This is showing me black now, so the image is red, and then when I bring it out, it's black. So wherever it is, it will show you the actual color. You can actually use those color. Maybe you have a color and then you can't find it using the color code. You can just go and click on that particular color. If you have an image that looks like it, you can just import it, and then you click on the color, and then to apply. Now 3D, it's used on 3D image. We don't have any 3D images, so we can't use this particular tool. Now a color sampler too. So one drops color on different places. Most of all these tools are necessary. Then the ruler tool. You can use the ruler like the way you typically use a ruler, probably to check on heights or things thereabouts. You can actually use this one to check, to make sure everything you're doing are being aligned. As a graphic designer, you should understand that alignment is one of the things you work with. So you have to make sure your works are aligned. So one of the ways you can do this is using this particular tool. Note to use the note to add notes. You can see I've added like 2-3 notes now. So whatever I want to be typed, I just click on a particular note and then I type, and then it reflects in there. Probably I want to remember anything, just put it there. Later when I go back to clean it, to open it, and then I can see what I saved. Now the count tool is just like what you have in Basic Microsoft, just to add numbers to whatever you're doing. Just add numbers like this. Very important if you're doing series of designs. Now spot healing brush tool. I think now I have to make a part 2 because we're going to be needing an image for this particular thing. So try to watch out for part 2 because we're going to be using the image now for the remaining part of the tutorial.